I mean, we could start on the screen with Dungeon 3. Oh, hey, look. We're starting in the Deadwoods.
Oh, that's an okay spot because at least we have 2 directions we can go in. By the way, second quest monsters are a thing tonight.
Which means your red bubble Curse of Swordless is in effect.
Alright, so never mind, we don't know where the dungeons are.
But we do have good money.
It's first quest overworld, so that's a lot of money available. Which, by the way, with hints being helpful, could be a thing that comes into play.
You know what we might actually see a purchase of here?
Well, not Magic Shield, but Blue Candle would be an option.
2 bomb upgrades.
Could be interesting depending on how it falls. We do have level 5 over here. This would be a medicine shop vanilla.
And we have Eat My Seal in level 8.
The Lionel's in dungeons. I never quite know if I consider that a good thing or a bad thing. I suppose it depends on the room.
I find it makes a case for Magical Shield not being objectively terrible. Because it's more things you can block.
There's that. So right now, Steel is the only one who's gone east. Everybody else has gone up to the graveyard.
Well, it does kind of make sense to come up here, as you do have the 2 Armo spots. This is the most out-of-the-way Armo spot, and we find level 3 on Steel's side.
So not only is he the only one to find a level, he's the only one to find 2 levels so far.
And the small secret is 2. Don't spend it all in one place.
Alright, so we're able to do a little exploration, but he runs into a shutter door and not going to be able to advance further in 3. Hard shuffle on, so 3 would actually be a nice place to look. But he can't kill anything yet, which is kind of a problem. And that was a White Sword Armos.
White Sword Armos and a candle found by Captain Green and Chest Jerk. However, the big thing that is in Eat My Steel's favor right now is he can take the candle out of the Wood Sword Cave.
Yeah, that's a biggie, but at the same time, I'm not entirely sure he'll be willing to wait that long. If he comes across the Choose Any, he may take the candle to have it now and open up the exploration instead of wait, but it is an option available to him.
I think, to me, it would depend on where I am when I find that Take Any. If I find that Take Any deep on Death Mountain and I'm planning to do Death Mountain, I'm probably more inclined to take the Heart and hope I find another Take Any later.
Dagger gazes along the coast is the first hint we get of this game.
Please, we are raft required.
And Captain Green's about to find the White Sword before the Wood Sword.
So everybody has their combat. Now it's just a matter of who can do the most damage in these dungeons. And Chest Jerk misses the Kananiki.
App drops for Eat My Steel, but without that ladder, he's not going to be able to get it.
But I think he can reset the room to get it back. Let's see if Captain Green is able to get this Kananiki. The Kananiki is when you walk through a locked door at the same time as the shutter door is opening. The game kind of doesn't know what to do, so it just lets you walk through the key door. But you have to do it on 0 keys. If you have a key, you will just use the key anyway. Captain Green is through.
Detection. By the way, that Dig Dogger may be guarding our staircase in 4. These are first quest rooms, as Captain Green's going to grab our first Triforce, but right behind him, Chest Jerk.
The radioactive cheese has started to become acquired.
So interesting, because of the routing, they were able to get that before the level. Eat My Steel moved on, I guess because he had already explored the 3 and didn't really like the enemy set.
And I can't say I blame him when he figures he's got other levels to find. He's got to come back there anyway.
Okay, we
and
are
now
by a boss in 4, we just don't know which one.
I'm gonna guess it's Manhandler. And Chester trying to set up this kinetic key gets it with that lucky clock. And here's the items. These both happen to be in the same room today. If this is not a split level 3.
Container on the floor. And bow!
Bow in the stair.
It'll take that.
Alright. I give this level 3 a D.
I think it gave you the D.
No, it gave Chester the D. And now Captain Green.
Well, in a minute. Although, I suppose by the time we see it, he's already done it, so...
Well, there's also...
you could be considered correct.
Well, there is also the fact that we knew the D was going to be in there, and all Chester had to do was... Or Captain Green had to do was walk in, clip into the blocks. We have a staircase in 8. I think EMS is blocked from the item in this 4 by that Dig Dogger. Unless it's here. Nope.
It's either Dig Dogger or Goma.
Well, if it's Goma, the runners just need to find an arrow shop and go to 3.
Yes, it's either Recorder or bow and arrows that are blocking our lovely staircase today.
Why not both?
But I don't think we've seen the heart of level 4, have we?
We have not. What if the Goma blocks one and the Dig Dogger blocks the other?
That's just evil.
Find a lot of transports here in this level 8.
Chat says it's Dig Dagger or Key Door. Now, whom are you in chat?
Keydor could be interesting. This is not a friendly 8.
He spent a key to get a key, so he still has navigation. Gleok lurks with the ladder. That's a big hint.
And Eat My Steel's in 4, but that might be Recorder blocked. Oh man, here we go. Here's the latest chain. Raft to get into level 5 to get a vanilla recorder so that you can get the ladder out of level 4 so that you can get something at a level 6.
I got distracted marking things in notes. I didn't follow half that. But this is a Wizrobe room where she's giving Captain Green some bombs. And a timely clock as he only had one left.
The long and the short of the whole thing was that's a boomerang in 8 and hoping for the 4 item chain reaction. You know what would really help the runners right now?
A red ring, a magic sword, silver arrows, the magic key, the ladder.
The wand.
Yeah, okay, that too. I
Given
would have
these...
gotten there within another 6 items at least.
If you said the boomerang before the wand, that might have been a question.
I said within. I mean, red candle, you can make a case.
Agreed.
Book, not so much tonight, since they don't even need it to understand the hints.
Why not? The book wand combo was amazing for Lay and Molas, and I don't know what else.
Well, a boomstick for any number of things. But, you know, like the Gorillas, you can mop them up nicely. The Gibdos. There's time and place where the fire is handy.
Agreed. This room is not one of them.
Well, I
that is
suppose
the room
regardless of what you're talking about, the answer is correct.
Well, Captain Green specifically.
Well, Chester was in the same room, and Eat My Steel was also doing this room. And sees the magic boomerang, and is going for it.
I mean, I'll let you get items across the screen.
Without the ladder, there is advantages to that.
And to answer the question in chat, the flags are relatively normal, quote-unquote. We have First Quest Overworld, Shapes Dungeons, Helpful Hints, Full Start Shuffle, 8 Triforces to get into 9 with a Forced Cannon, plus minus 2 HP on everything. Cave Shuffle, Dungeon Item Shuffle, Shop Item Shuffle, Heart Shuffle, Second quest, monsters are on, but not rooms. That's actually very important. Enemy group shuffle, boss group shuffle, and the red bubble curse is swordless. Oh, wait, no, second quest rooms are on. Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong flag side. Sorry.
Second quest enemies.
Yes, it is second quest enemies. I have the wrong flag set preloaded in my locally ran randomizer thing.
So the old man guarding the Any Roads asks the great question of what if Zelda was a grill, and I think the answer is obvious. Barbecue Ganon.
Are we talking Korean barbecue style, or are we talking like regular barbecue style?
Low and low.
We don't have super handlers today. That's a good thing.
I don't think the boss's HP is shuffled. I think it's just enemies. Plus or minus 2. Nope, I'm wrong. It's both.
Yep.
Welcome everybody coming in from Speed Gaming. There was a lot of fun and mischief going on there tonight. Had a Fall Guys tournament going on earlier, and I think they followed that up with some Metroid Prime. But welcome in as we are doing some Zelda 1 randomizer here tonight. This is the weekly, and well, all of our runners kind of in an exploration mode right now.
Yeah, you've got one runner still digging an 8, looking for stuff there. You've got one runner up on Death Mountain, trying to make his way through, see what he can. And then one runner's over near Start, cleaning up some of that before he goes inevitably to wherever he decides next.
We've seen half of the levels at this point. We've seen our Armos item be the white sword. We have not seen the wood sword cave yet. And that is a very nice medium secret at 37.
We have an arrow purchase from Chest Jerk.
I agree.
I do
Money
too.
is so plentiful, why not? And even if it turns out your next item is the silver arrows, well, wouldn't you pay 250 rupees to make your next item the silver arrows?
Yes.
Exactly.
Plus you already have the bow, so it's not like you're buying them as like an investment in future needs. You can just immediately start lobbing arrows at Pole's Voice and killing them immediately.
Yeah, and that's the biggest reason to do it to me, is it's instant Pole Voice kills every time you run across to them. Human has a wand by the lake, so that's gotta be a
Please be raft locked.
item.
Please be raft locked. I just want to see a raft, man. That's all I want to see. Oh, hey, hints.
Dagger gazes with the red ring. So silvers will not be forced to 9 either.
Well, that's good. Step over the water to reach the boomerang.
Obviously, that's the wood boomerang. We already have found the magical.
And Goma creeps with the power bracelet. As Eat by Steel has found some hints. He's going to do the retry strats to get these without spending any money. I like that.
Yo, if you've got a stockpile of money like that, are you starting to think seriously about the blue ring?
At this point, I would temper my blue ring expectations. Real Grumbles with a heart container. Okay. I would temper it with the thought of I might need to buy arrows. Raft in 1. Alright, so recorder blocks 1. Let's go.
We picked up a bunch of information in a hurry here.
Recorder's in 8. Heart container in 7.
Magic boomerang in 8. There could be a third item.
We've already seen it. It's a heart container.
Okay.
So let's.
Container in 7, but don't know the second.
So I'm looking at the chain reaction now. I have to modify it a little bit. Recorder in 8 leads to ladder in 4, which leads to the raft in 1, which leads to the red ring, and we have to fit the power bracelet in there somewhere. How do we fit the power bracelet into that?
I don't know, but we just found out from Captain Green there is a money-making game 1 screen away from Start. So if we didn't have enough money, there you go. $237 on a blue ring. That's a discount.
That would kind of push me to want to consider. That actually might push me to consider buying it, especially on 4 hearts.
And how about this? Eat My Steel, the one with the money to purchase it, still doesn't have his candles, so he doesn't even know he has the option right now.
Well, he's gonna get his candle here.
Did we see a wood sword cave yet?
There's a take any cave.
Okay, yeah, I think this deep in, he'll probably take the candle.
Yeah, at 15.5 minutes, you've seen only half of the levels. You know that the recorder's an 8, but you don't have a way to get there. You might actually need that bow out of 3 to get to the recorder, which would be great. You might also need... Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
Chessburg is playing the money-making game.
It's not a terrible idea if you're right next to it.
Yeah, not sure how far he plans to take it. He may be done.
Yeah, he might have just been looking to get enough money to get this hint and then peace out. But he does crucially have the wooden arrows. Captain Green is now in level 4. And is now leaving level 4. Chester gets his information about the recorder.
There's this take any and steal. It is gonna take the blue candle. Knows that free one is out there somewhere with the wood sword cave.
But if you're 16.5 minutes in and you don't have a candle, the 1 heart isn't gonna do that much compared to the candle.
Bomb shop that I've seen that Eat My Steel just saw appear on Death Mountain. Bombs were for sale at 35. But sometimes bomb shops can be a rarity, or rare luxury, if you will.
And that's why learning how to count and force bomb drops is very important in these randomizer seeds because of that exact reason.
It also behooves you to actually make notations on your map of where those bomb shops are, because you may find yourself in a scenario where you need it.
You might still trying to get this screen wrap. There we go. He got it.
Any little thing can throw you off, so having the flashing from the clock, it's now not the normal play that it is when you have just the default sprite.
Right.
Or custom sprite.
Well, he does get a bomb drop.
In this case.
Now, the interesting thing is, a lot of times when you see runners run with certain sprites, they're very familiar with that sprite and know where their visual cues are for things like the ladder clips, the block clips, so on and so forth.
There's no shortage of people it will even throw off their block clipping as level 1 turns out to be level 1. But you'll have people who will get thrown off their rhythm of block clipping just from going small shield to magic shield. And something like that may not sound like the biggest deal, but it's just different than what they're used to.
And the other thing to note about the magic shield and the big shield is that magic shield going from small shield to magic shield actually does make your sprite 1 tile wider if you're playing as, say, the Link sprite.
Looks like our missing item in 4 is gonna be recorder blocked, because Gomo is a push block for the shutter door.
Yay! And it's a split level 1.
Well, why not? It's shapes. Madness and insanity happens. The Daigo dwells near the desert. We've not seen level 2 yet.
There's a heart container on the floor. There's a key on the floor. There's an Aquamentus.
Keys are.
Say again?
I said that's usually where the keys are.
I mean, sometimes they can be in an enemy.
But the enemy is on the floor, so by transitive property, the key is on the floor.
Not if it's a P-hat.
They're not in dungeons anymore.
Yep. They might be again, though. Oh, that's a level 1.
Wait, is this a double segmented one?
Yup.
Actually, it's 3 pieces. What?
This
Ow.
this is beautiful.
Oh, Shapes, what have you done?
I still have memories of the 5-segment level 4 that I got once. You heard me right. 5 segments.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen, although it was level 9 in that case.
Also, the any key. That is
Where was
technically a
that?
key. Alright, so...
Oh, you're not saying you saw the any key, you're just commenting on it as a key?
I'm commenting that the any key can be in a stair and it is a key.
Okay.
Although the any key could be in this room. But that is not an easy clip.
No, under heavy fire, and even the bubbles will mess you up.
You might actually be best off just, yeah, boomerang clipping, and then, oh, you get knocked out of the block, and then you just get ring around the rosy to death.
Yeah, that might actually be a case where it's easier to reduce the numbers than it is to block clip. Plus, because of the bubbles, they actually won't come back.
You have another take any cave on Captain Green's side. He's going to take the potion. It's not actually a bad idea here. Level 9 has been found.
Yeah, pretty close to vanilla start.
Chestrick has found his heart container out of level 8.
21 minutes in, we still haven't seen the Wood Sword Cave, but we've not seen a lot of exploration to the east yet. That level 9 sighting's about as far as we've been, so Captain Green's charting some new ground for us.
Silver arrows in level 1.
Well, you're never gonna turn that down.
And that was heavily guarded.
That's pretty big for Eat My Steel. He doesn't have the bow yet, but we know that the bow is free.
It also saves him about 65 rupees. Not like he needs it.
Something he's gonna lose any sleep over. There's the red ring for Captain Green. Here in 5, we knew that by hint already.
The chain reaction's dead, folks. I'm sorry. We don't get the triple chain reaction our way here.
Do we have the option of the power bracelet locking level 2?
Where did it say Dodongo dwells? By the desert?
Yes.
Yes, we do. The spot south of the ferry?
Okay, so theoretically, you could still have recorder lead to power bracelet lead to 2?
And because we have to fire the arrow to get the power bracelet, as we just found out via hint, bow's also required in that chain.
Hey, do you feel better now that there's a chance?
Yes.
Okay.
You see, I like the chain reaction seeds, except when I have to... I like the chain reaction seeds, except when I have to play them.
Sure, isn't that the way most things work? Like one-hit KO.
Nope, I don't even like that when I don't have to play it.
Okay. I tried.
Also, level
Yeah,
6
Mike,
has
so-
been found. So we're only missing 1 level now, and we know the vicinity of... Well, no, actually, we're missing 2 still.
Don't
It's
have
1,
2 in...
7. Captain Green has decided with a red ring and 6 hearts, he's just going to leave that take any and save that potion for later.
I don't hate that play.
No, I think if you already have White Sword, you've already got the red ring, you've already seen a lot of the dungeons. Magical Sword is a lot more hearts to get, and I think the better play is to go for that, especially if you're not planning on buying potions or not planning on getting the letter. And that frees up your money to buy things like bomb upgrades and those arrows that he just purchased and whatnot.
Got to see the coast item. That's the magic key.
Now, would you say that's on the ground, or would you say that's on a piece of wood?
Does ground technically have to be earth? Or does it just have to be the lowest level surface you can access? Because it is definitely the lowest level surface.
You know, that's a good question. I'm defining it as Earth itself.
Well, I think I have to disagree just for the sake of it. As Eat My Steel finds level 9.
So yes, we are missing level 7 and level 2. We know level 2 is by the desert. Actually, that makes it very likely Power Bracelet blocked at this point. Steel is going to pick up the heart. He can now go pick up that wand that he saw earlier.
It was far away either. It was Candle Row, I believe.
That is correct. The corner of it.
Occasionally I remember things. That way I can keep people's expectation mixed up.
I believe Chesterk has found the recorder.
And it's still possible that's required?
Well, it is if ladder's required.
Which you usually assume. I mean, if nothing else,
Yeah.
I'd love to get that magic key and not have to worry about it the rest of the game.
The other thing is, Chesterk is going to need to make his way to 1. But if you're Chesterk at this point, you know that you need the bow and arrows to get the power bracelet. You've already got that. Do you gamble on the items in level 1 once you see that it's Wiz Robes? And go for silvers in 9, which may be an easier enemy set.
Well, you know silvers are not forced to 9 because, if nothing else, I think everybody saw the hint about Red Ring. So that tells you
Right.
that silvers likewise are not forced to 9.
But-
Still just found the Blue Ring shop. I think he was like a $5 short of
Yeah.
getting it.
Although, if you know where the red ring is...
There's the ladder for Chest Jerk.
First runner on the board with some wood. I wonder if we got this entire seed without seeing the wood sword cave.
Steel picked off some random enemies to get enough money. Here comes the Blue Ring play.
I don't think this is a bad purchase, knowing that you've already got the silver arrows, so you don't need to buy arrows. If you're able to force well, you don't need the bomb upgrade. Captain Green is now back in level 8 to get his recorder. Once he gets that, he will be able to go back to 4, get his ladder. Chesterk has just found the letter.
What is that? 8.
It's a shape.
I think it's a monstrosity.
It's a shape.
Are we just repeating each other? Like tomato, tomato?
No, actually, you know what? It looks like a, you know the, vines that sometimes go over, like, the side of your house and then get onto the roof?
Try to prevent those.
Yeah. It's one of those,
Okay.
which makes it a monstrosity.
Alright. So all that to say, you thought about it and you agreed with me?
Yep.
Okay, I'll take it.
Captain Green about to get his recorder. EMS has gotten his Triforce out of level 3. We'll see if he goes back in. I expect him to do so.
Kind of interesting that he is the only runner without the bow, but he's been able to make the most progress so far.
He also has the crucial silver arrows because he's the only runner that's been at level 1. He's also significantly ahead on Triforces. I just looked at the board and there's almost no Triforces from the runners. Although I think Chesterk has a Triforce out of 4.
Well, there was a tune. I don't know what it was, but I never do. Hello, everybody joining us in chat. Hoping you're having a wonderful Sunday evening. We got Ralphie and with us. Kiki's here. Hiei's in the house. Anna Hertz. Glad Wizrobe. So many great people hanging out with us on a fine Sunday evening.
We do appreciate you deciding to spend your evening with us as we try to guide you through what is most definitely a seed, although it's actually not that bad.
And we also welcome in the fine folks from Speed Gaming 3 joining us here as we're playing out the Zelda 1 Randomizer Weekly. Got you some links there to all of our wonderful runners who we have on stream. Competing, facing all your judgment as you watch judgmentally, and we know you are.
It sounds like the tune today, based on what we're hearing from chat, is going to be Gemini Man from Mega Man 3.
Captain Green.
Captain Green has
picked
picked...
Ford Triforce.
That's going to make the runners roughly even. And by roughly even, I mean the fact that Steel is back in level 3 looking for that bow, which is going to take some time from him, and give time for Chest Jerk and Captain Green to get themselves some drive forces.
Cat just gave me an idea, but I'm trying to think of the full idea before I just jump in and say it. But Eat My Steel has picked up level 1 and level 6 before the other runners. And the World Wrap is going to give Captain Green the magic key.
Eat My Steel is leaving level 3. He did not get the bow out of it.
No, I wonder if he felt resource blocked or what. He saw you did a lot of... He looked at his map, saw you'd done a lot of exploration, and then he left.
He might be thinking
he's ladder blocked.
Oh, that could be. Chest Jerk has picked up his Triforce out of level 6. It looks like he's gambling on this power bracelet.
Well, he's going to level 1 right now, and we know there's a big payoff there.
If he sees the hint for Digdogger, for Dodongo dwells near the desert, he might go back into 6 to look for that power bracelet, because that can make power bracelet required, and I don't know if we've seen all the desert spots. It might actually be already known.
Have we even seen Vanilla 5 yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, so still a couple options we can look at.
We have not seen the Wood Sword Cave.
And that could be level 5 possible. It wouldn't be power bracelet possible.
I'm gonna... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you've got a couple of shop locations up there, the level 5 location and the northeast secret cave that could still be possibilities. And the waterfall. Chest Jerk
now knows that the Dodongo dwells near the desert. He may opt to go back to 6 to get the power bracelet, but that's really going to depend. He does not have a ring in this room, and this does have the silvers. I think he's going to go for this. I don't see a reason why you would skip this unless you really just are not comfortable with this room.
Captain Green grabs the Triforce out of 5. Chest Jerk's gonna grab the silver arrows, and Eat My Steel has just entered level 5.
And got the red ring.
Well, hey, we talked about it earlier. You'd pay money for the red ring to be the next item you'd find.
Yes, I would. Chest Jerk looks like he wants to clear this room out. We have a level 2 sighting. No power bracelet required for that.
So this is new ground for our runners on stream. We've not seen this level 2. You have to use the bow to get the power bracelet, but it looks like that's not required tonight.
Oh, interesting. Well, we haven't seen level 7 yet.
That's true. We do have several options remaining.
Did we see a raft out of level 1? On Eat My Steel side?
We saw it from anybody. I think they're leaving it behind, gambling that it's not required.
I don't think Chest Jerk is. Well, he also hasn't seen where the Triforce is yet. But Chest Jerk might be the red water to pick it up, and we still have a shot at level 7 being ladder blocked. Or raft blocked. Also, that too.
Entered that room.
That too.
Yeah, there's a lot of locations we've not seen yet, particularly to the east, but a couple in Death Mountain still, I think.
Captain Green's gonna dig this level 2. I don't think there's anything in here that can be required at this point.
Oh, but it looks like this is a segmented 2.
It is not.
Oh, I'm just blind and reading those 2 backwards, which I tend to do when it's the red ring and compass. You'd think the fact that one is blinking would make that easier for me. It's not. But that's the book sitting on the ground in 2. We at least agree that that's the ground, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, raft pickup for Chest Jerk. And with that, he is done in level 2. Or level 1. Captain Green's the one that's about to be done in level 2. not getting that bow in 3 honestly very much swung the race from Meet My Steel's favor away from it.
How long is it going to take him to get back there? That's... Obviously, from our perspective, that's no mode. If not flat out go mode. The only difference between go mode and no mode would be where's level 7.
Well, I'm going to predict level 7 is Hyrule.
All of Hyrule is level 7, it all makes sense now. It's bigger on the inside.
It's a TARDIS, don't you know?
I think that's insulting to the TARDIS to compare it to level 7, but I'm not sure. If the Doctor Who fans come for you, I'm standing off to the side, just so we're clear.
Yeah, I'll just have the Weeping Angels come after me, no big deal.
Eat My Steel is in level 2, where we know a book sits on the ground, and presumably a heart container otherwise, but there's a chance of boomerang or candle.
Red Candle would be great to see because the runners probably won't pick it up. Wait, that's the hint for 7. Along the coast. That's not insignificant. That could be a raft block. And Chestrick does have the raft. But he's in level 2 now. So, now we know where all the stuff is, sort of.
We just have to actually have a runner go into it. Well, apparently we have ourselves a bit of a quandary. Do you pick up the book for the sake of continuing to explore too? Or do you say, I don't really think I need what else is in 2?
You 100% avoid the book and just hard gamble on 2, I think. Especially if you're in Chestrick or... Actually, especially if you're in Chestrick's position. Because he really doesn't need much else at this point. He knows Red Ring is in 5.
Yeah, his setup is so good, I gotta think he's go-moding everything now.
Yeah. He's got that raft if he needs it. He knows where the power bracelet is if he needs it. Looks like he's gonna check the forest, probably swing down the lower coast and pick up 5 on the way. Captain Green's looking for the power bracelet.
My Steel has come back to level 6. Already was here, already grabbed the Triforce. This has to be a play looking for the power bracelet as well.
You know what else I don't see on Eat My Steel side just yet? The recorder out of 8, which I believe required the bow out of 3. Triforce out of 6.
Look at that map for 6. That's a level 9.
I think you don't dig for the power bracelet in that.
No.
And Captain Green's about to be slightly ahead of Chestrick in Triforce count because Chestrick has gotten the Triforce out of level 2. Is going to get this Triforce out of 5, but 1 is a smaller dungeon. However, Captain Green could very well choose to gamble on the item here given the enemy set.
And Chestrick just grabbed the red ring to be set on his defense as well. Question in chat, did they find all the levels? They do not actually have a level 7 physically yet. They know the area.
At least one runner knows the area. I don't know if all the runners do.
Yeah, okay. If you want to be technical.
Technical.
0. And I think Eat My Steel was 1 rupee short of the bomb upgrade, so he went and got the 1 rupee. And that's a 5er upgrade.
Are you sure this is 5er? I think that's a 6er. Did he give up a bomb and a life for money room?
the other way around. Uh, he would have had to have gained 1, not lost 1. It's 6. See, I
really
tried to
good.
warn you not to do math while I'm on Twitch. It betrayed both of us on the same thing at the same time. That's how bad math is while I'm on Twitch.
Look, math is not the problem. The problem is trying to do math quickly.
Exactly, while live on Twitch. If you're not live on Twitch and you've got all the time in the world to do math, nothing wrong with it at all.
You can do math slow while live on Twitch. It just might not be the most interesting in the world. Unless you're into math, in which case it might be very interesting. I can't speak on behalf of all the wonderful people watching. Anyway, here's silver arrows for Captain Green. Just slipping in there, no troubles whatsoever. Literally just walked in and grabbed it.
And sometimes you just gotta go fast. And apparently nobody told level 6 that it isn't Halloween, because it's trying to go as level 9.
Honestly, I think 6 is just, you know when they want you to test a marker out by just stamping a dot on a piece of paper?
No.
Oh. I guess I go to word stores that sell markers.
Maybe.
Anyway.
That sell markers that are called Walmart. And you just buy the pack of them.
Well, that's probably why I haven't actually been in a Walmart in forever.
Of course, I
haven't bought markers in forever either.
But unfortunately, Eat My Steel went in the wrong direction, because we know this level 6 was not this long.
Well, he's already got the Triforce out of it. He's just looking for the power bracelet.
Oh.
I think he's thinking that the bow is going to be in level 7, and level 7's power bracelet blocked.
Oh, all the hints, though. I think we had bow from hints.
I don't think
sure we had bow from hints.
We did not. At least not that I saw. I don't think Chester got the hint that level 7 is cursed.
Or, although it was the first item that Chester and Captain Green picked up, so maybe I'm just confused because of that.
So this is actually interesting. Captain Green is now ahead of Chester because he has that knowledge of level 7 on the coast, and there it is.
All right.
Captain Green may be our first runner at the 9.
Triforce 7.
Well, let's see here. And also level 9 can still be level 9. Nothing is certain until Zelda is rescued. Or in the case of Eat My Steel, the old man.
Other than it is shapes, so that can do all sorts of crazy things. Level 9's a pretty crazy place to begin with.
I'd love to see a segmented 9.
I mean, that is its default behavior.
Well, no, I mean, like, if you get an actual piece of a single room of 9 that is split off from the rest of the dungeon, it adds an extra set of stairs. Chestrick is going to buy the meat.
Oh, and you got a surplus of money that's hard to argue with, although your chances of meeting it are pretty low at this point.
But not 0.
I'm saying there's a chance. Unlike your chain reaction.
Yeah, the chain reaction is dead. Looks like Chestrick is going to be headed up that way. No, he's going to go check the raft spot.
7. Lots of Lionels, no map.
You know, I don't disagree with this raft check.
Well, if you have it, you may as well check it. It can't do you any good otherwise.
And it's 2 rupees.
That doesn't mean it will do you any good, it's just there's no chance for it to do you any good unless you use it. Wizrobes and Lionels in this 7, it's a very unfriendly one.
It's great if you have a magic shield.
What was the last time you saw a runner purchase a magic shield?
I played the 5th.
I saw it about a month ago, one person did it. They just literally had that much money.
Chester's about to find 7 here.
And I think it was one-hit KO seed.
This is a tiny 7.
Good and bad news, because the boss per capita is really high.
Also, it's Patras. At least a Patra. Cleark returns in the Deadwoods.
I feel like Fred would drop a bomb there.
I think I would drop a bomb
totally
there.
drop a bomb there.
Yeah. We know there's a heart container in here. We don't know what the other item is. Chesterk is going to take the stair.
Would have to be either a heart container or a red candle.
This could actually be very close here. Both runners are in the same room.
That's kind of the most literal high five we've ever had.
Literally running past each other.
But who
So
finds
the question
what
is,
they're looking for first?
question is, where is the Tringle? It's probably in this room. A compass would be nice.
I mean, compass, actual Triforce, either way.
Yeah. It's not in that room.
You, that sound effect from The Price is Right.
Bum 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 bum. Bam.
Close enough. I don't think Captain Green killed that blue Wizrobe room.
I don't think he did either. But I think that's only a drop in second quest.
It could still be the compass, I think.
Maybe? No feat of strength will save the princess. Thank you.
Now that we're out of dungeons that we need to look for, and there's no possibility. Thanks,
Haha.
game.
That's a room. This room's probably required too.
Well, it'd pretty much have to be, unless the Triforce was that other blue Wizrobe room. Because there's no other path.
And the
we go.
Triforce is there. So this is actually going to be a little bit closer between Chesterk and Captain Green as we thought it might be. Imai Steel is currently staring at his map of 6.
And what a map it is. You know, I just feel like this derailed for him when he didn't get the bow out of 3. He went back into 3. We know it was the bow. He ended up leaving without it. And
But Chesterk is going the other way in 7. Sorry to cut you off. Continue.
it just feels like Steel had all the momentum in this one up till that point.
And that bow locks so much of the seed.
I think he's looking for a chain reaction, but also just the way the exploration of this 6 has gone, he took a wrong turn, and it's changed everything.
The kidnapped guards the compass.
Are you serious? I thought
The
we didn't have
dream.
that anymore.
The dream is real.
Alright, so in level 9, we know that Ganon is required, so we are listening for his roar. We're also looking for that shutter door that does not open when all enemies have been cleared out of the room. That will indicate we have found the kidnapped.
We would also be clearing rooms except the kidnapped guards of the compass.
Still some value in the map, but I mean, 9, I just kind of assume there's rooms everywhere.
It's usually a piece of Swiss cheese. EMS is now out of level 6, no power bracelet in hand. I think he's going back to 3 here.
He is throwing a party for that hint, but my question, Kiki, is it fine?
I think Captain Green gave up a heart there.
Yes. Wanted to keep the bombs, even though he's Doesn't he have the upgrade so he's got a 14 max? I probably would give up the bomb instead.
I think
But
it's
I'm
Eat
not
My
as
Skill
good
that
as
has
he
the
is.
upgrade. And to answer the question in chat, it is a modified Consternation where we have second quest enemies on instead of second quest rooms. I think there's a couple other little changes.
Have Dark Nuts in level 9 as Eat My Steel has finally been able to pick up his bow. And again, for comparison's sake, Captain Green and Chester, I'm pretty sure that was the first item that they both picked up.
Yes. Chestjerk is now in the room with the Triforce in level 7. A little bit of a precarious health situation.
And Kiki has judged that everything is fine. Thank you, Kiki. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday evening out there.
Chestjerk does have the potion. Eat My Steel is now in level 8, about to start the chain reaction that he needs to get to that ladder, which we still don't know if it's actually required. I think it is.
A chance of it, 9 at least.
But the recorder, the bow is the big thing that's required there because... No, I think it's also required in 5.
And Chestjerk has grabbed the Triforce out of 7. He has filled it all. Now, needs to make his way to level 9.
And this is where level 9 being twisty and turny can... Thank you, old man. Wait. Chestjerk's missing the Triforce out of 4 still. He never got that. I could have sworn he got that.
Oh, that's a thing.
I am kind of surprised he left that behind. Did he think he was ladder blocked out of it? But even then, he could have gotten this while he was here when he got the ladder.
We heard Ganon's roar, and here we go for Captain Green. Ganon, in fact, in his room.
If Zelda's north of here...
Then that would be a thing. Going for the stunlock, got it. Good stunlock here for Captain Green. And Ganon is down.
And with Ganon down, we're now looking for a shutter door that automatically opens. And that is not it.
Yeah, it's possible for it to be off of Ganon's room, otherwise it would be a room with only one shutter door.
Now the question is, how... Chester can make this comeback happen, but he's got to put the pedal to the metal in finding Zelda, and there's the best end of the game.
Pretty much, I think the best case scenario for Chester is he finds Zelda while Captain Green is still looking. Because Ganon's just easier to find.
Yeah, I think that's going to be his best hope. Is honestly a different route to Ganon that takes him by Zelda is his best bet.
And he kind of also needs something to hold Captain Green up, and I'm just not sure what that would be right now.
Health. Captain Green is on 6 hearts, Chestjerk is on 10, and Captain Green only has 2 hearts to his name. If anything's going to hold up Captain Green, it will be health.
But we don't have Wiz Robes hanging around in here, so I'm not sure what's going to do that to him.
Yeah, Blue Dark Nuts could, some bad boss fights could.
I suppose good Patra in the wrong room would do a lot.
Yep. EMS is back at level 8, getting his recorder now.
Well, there's a shutter door, but that room would open anyways.
And that shutter doesn't open. A magic staircase would also help out Chestjerk, as he's near the location of Ganon.
Now that's a Patra in a bad room for health. But Chestjerk takes care of business.
He's going to opt not to spend his bombs here, right? No, he's going to reset the room first. Not a bad idea, actually.
I think he was doing that to check for the roar.
Ah, and there was a roar. He's gotten to Ganon the back way.
Yep, by leaving the room, he would get Ganon's roar. So if he wasn't sure if he heard Ganon's roar over Patra, then that would be the way to check it. And it works out that he's going to get Ganon down. Now, who finds the path to the kidnapped first? We've got a map. And it looks like
oh, look at that little tail in the southwest. Look at that tail in the southwest corner. Look at that.
Level 9, shaped like Ganon, I guess. pig's tail?
You know what? Yeah.
You'll go with that?
Yeah, we'll go with
Red
that.
Candle was in 9.
Yay!
Of absolutely no value to us now.
So now both runners are on the...
Chester is covering ground that Captain Green has already been. So this is not going to lead him to Zelda. But no, he did not. Captain Green did not kill that Van Handel, I don't think. This does look different.
Captain Green has been here. This is that northeast corner. That could be Zelda, but it doesn't have to be. It is!
And GG, Captain Green, the first of our on-stream to finish, and the first overall to finish with a time of 55 minutes, 44 seconds.
That is a really fast time, just in general. But especially given the chain needed to get to that recorder, I don't actually know if you were ladder blocked. You might have been in 5, but that would be about it.
If you didn't need that ladder in 9, it had to have been close. So Chester on the exploration for Zelda, Eat My Steel, trying to clean up some of the item searching that didn't work out earlier. And Chad has supplied many GGs for our winner, Chester. Or Captain Green. They'll also give Chester GGs once he gets to the appropriate place. They're nice like that.
Are we saying chest green? Green chest?
Sure, why not? Give a green chessboard.
Yep.
Just have to have alternating colors or something like that. But what we do have is Captain Green, our winner tonight. GG to you.
Thank you, Trenton.
So, the race between you and Chester became very close near the end. And as Chester gets trolled by the Zelda door in a shoot room, and can't go the other way because of Zelda's room.
Ironically, Ganon in his room, Zelda not in hers.
But yeah, the race between you and Chester got very close coming out of once you both had the 7 Triforces and were looking for 7. The big deciding factor was you had the hint for where level 7 was going to be. Chester did not.
Yeah, that helped. That helped a lot. I would have made my way over to the forest northeast area next anyway, but that allowed me to skip half the forest and go just straight to the coast areas, which was nice.
And Chester did check those forest areas to look for level 7.
When you get into level 9 and you get the hint that the kidnapped guards the compass, how many times did you want to stab the old man for telling you that?
Probably 10 at least, but it would have been too far out of the way when no one's finished yet.
That is fair. So Chester got Ganon killed before you were able to find Zelda, but has not found the path back to Zelda yet. And that's kind of the big thing we're looking at.
Yeah,
Bo was, I believe, the first item you picked up. Or at least major item.
Yeah, I believe that was the first. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I got the Armos item White Sword and then went straight into 3 and got Bo out of there.
You know, also, you pondered this earlier. We've not seen the Wood Sword Cave.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Waterfall or Vanilla White Sword at this point, just based on the sheer fact of there's really not much left that we haven't seen.
Pretty much. I think there's some forest candle spots we never got to.
Yeah, that's funny. I definitely never saw it.
The way this one worked out, you had started in the west and you never had to go that far east.
EMS is now in level 8, still looking for his recorder. He just picked up the heart container, though.
again, Eli Steele was really tearing this one up early. It just really felt like it all went wrong when he missed the bow. Well, Captain Green, how'd you think about having the second quest enemies on instead of the second quest rooms?
I completely forgot about it. The first Stelphos I saw then just beamed me in the face for 2 hearts as like a wake-up call for that flag. So yeah, that's one we don't play with a lot, actually, I feel like. So it's always an interesting twist.
As somebody
John
who
works with the ladder, as Eli Steele now sees.
As somebody who is a fan of 2Q everything, we need more 2Q in our Zelda randomizer.
I did vote for 2Q levels for the poll. Shape speeded up by just a bit this week.
As did I.
Well, Captain Green, anything else you want to say about this one?
I think helpful hints were the biggest decider for me, at least, because that was what was able to point me back into 8 for the recorder, for the ladder, and 4. Once I saw I needed it for 5, so that was good to get out of the way fairly early. And that's 6. When I saw that map, is like, because I hadn't done 1 yet, so I wasn't going to check too many more rooms past the Triforce. I pick up the map, and it's like 1 billion rooms. That was pretty funny. It's like, nope, definitely doing everything else before that. And I was looking for silvers.
Any competitive stuff going on this week? You doing any races or anything?
Nope, I've been taking it pretty easily as of late. Like, pretty much this speed gaming race on Sunday is like the only thing I've streamed anymore for like quite a while now. So just mostly Z1 days.
Well, we're certainly happy to have you, and appreciate you joining us this evening.
Thank you, and thank you to you, and also for the comms, and Freedom Fighter for the tracking, and Speed Gaming for the restream. And thanks to everyone who watched.
Echo all of that, because it is such a good sentiment.
I continue the echoing.
Well, that
Just
is
there has
what
a map
Echo
in mind.
does, usually.
No, sometimes it stops if you put a soundproof barrier in front of it.
It's harder to do than you'd think. Of course, it
Agreed.
depends on how technical you get with the definition of an echo.
Well, if you're echoing off of a canyon, it's kind of hard to put a soundproof barrier in nature.
Chester continues to look for the kidnapped in this level 9. It's been a bit of exploration. And, probably a little bit of frustration at this point.
Well, when the game tells you the compass doesn't exist...
Had any other finishers yet, so Chesjerk's still trying to get this second place tonight.
How many people do we have in this race tonight, anyway?
You ask me something hard, I can't count while I'm live on Twitch.
Hey, counting and doing math are technically 2 different things?
Looks like 11. With 9 still competing.
That's not too bad a turnout.
And no, I did not math that wrong, chat. We had one of our runners had to step away and not finish tonight.
Which is something we generally, you know, it's a thing that happens. You don't give hard feelings. Yeah, you can't give hard feelings to people when they have stuff come up, because it's like, well, I mean, what do you do? We wish them the best, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hard feelings if somebody just said they had enough for one night. Called it.
Oh, totally agreed.
And the wood boomerang was the other item in 9.
Fantastic.
Howard, 4 minutes later, we give our tracker one last thing he can click.
So now we know where all the items are.
Everything else is heart containers.
Our containers and the occasional compass.
And somewhere out there there's a wood sword, but we don't put that on the trackers, so it's not a problem.
Wait, this game has a wood sword?
The game does, the seed doesn't.
What the seed does have is Zelda. Wait, there's no... Hold on. Do you have to kill the fires to get the compass?
Apparently. GG Chesjerk.
I've never seen that.
I've seen like keys on the ground in there, but sometimes these things update and I miss the update. But Chesterk is our second place finisher with a 104.43. I think he spent a solid 10 minutes just looking for Zelda.
To be fair, she kind of was off in the corner with only one way to get to her. Behind like 3 magic bomb walls.
That's a lot of magic bomb walls. And as promised, a very nice, friendly chat offers plenty of GGs for Chesterk. That gives us Eat My Steel as the last going runner on stream.
And he's about to get his recorder.
If I'm remembering correctly at this point, that leads us to the map ladder, which should be go mode for him.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a non-zero probability he is done in 10 minutes. If he finds the way to Zelda very quickly.
He does have to clear off those other couple Triforces, but he's in position to do that pretty quickly at this point.
Yeah, I don't see the Triforces stopping him so much at this period of time.
Too likely.
I mean, it is radioactive cheese. And who doesn't like?
That's one way you could think of it.
I mean, it's gold. It flashes blue. It's glow in the dark.
That just means it's luminescent.
And most luminescence comes from radiation. I think. Maybe it's bioluminescence.
You're radioactive.
I am actually.
I know. That's why I said it. What I'll also say is GG to Chesterk, and that was a well-fought second place finish. How about that search for Zelda?
She won the hide and seek tonight for sure.
I think it was like 3 magic bomb walls, and then on top of that, if the compass was already in her room, you had to kill the fires to get it.
I was tempted to do it, but I figured I'm 3/4 way through the dungeon. I'm tired of the seed. I'm going home. I should have like saved a save state or something so I go back and just kill the fires for the compass, but oh well.
You did have the most hearts of the on-stream runners.
Well, tell me something I didn't know.
I can't tell you where the wood sword cave is because we never saw it.
I can tell you what the bomb upgrade. Nope.
I can narrow down where the sword was. Let's see.
Well, sure, we can narrow it down, but we can't tell you specifically.
It's either in Vanilla 5, or the Waterfall, or the Letter Cave, or the cave just to the right of Vanilla 5. Those are the only open caves I have left that I did not check.
Well, Steel checked the letter cave, and it was not at the letter cave.
Alright. I guess if you had taken one of the transports was the White Sword Cave, so if you checked there and checked level 5 and checked the waterfall then, it could have gotten you there. Oh, I also have the 5th Armos in the Lost Hills I did not check either. Could have been there.
Well, then somewhere along the way you get into level 6 and you find out that it's dressed up as level 9 tonight. But then, lo and behold, it ended up being a pretty short 6.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. It would have been a little bit worse had the power bracelet been required, but I gambled that it wasn't and was later confirmed to be correct.
Yeah, there is one thing that we did see my still do is because he did not get the bow out of 3 early, he ended up saying, you know what, I'm going to go get this power bracelet out of 6 and pray that leads to something important, and then he couldn't get it.
Yeah, I assume the magical sword is a power bracelet block, given the hint that I got.
Probably.
Because I got the mags is in the desert, and the only desert check I have left is the push block near the fairy fountain.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, we definitely didn't see it on our side, because nobody's picked up the power bracelet, because I don't think anybody's going to at this point.
What was nice, there was actually a hint that told you, hey, by the way, you do not need to be strong to finish this seed.
Yeah, but you got it back. You beat all the dungeons.
Yes, this is correct.
Kind of like the hint that said, "Here's where level 8 is."
Thanks, game. I did make a note to myself after because I picked up the ladder in 4 and then immediately up 8 out, and then I thought to myself 2 minutes later, hey, by the way, you never got the Tringle. You better go remember to go get it. And then, luckily, I didn't forget. So, luckily, it was close to 9, so I would have been on the path to 9 anyway, almost. So,
I personally thought that you picked it up and we're gonna head into 9, and then I saw you go into 4, and I'm like, wait, oh, that's why.
I think I subconsciously checked my menu just to let the audience know, hey, by the way, here's the reason why I'm going back to level 4. And also to check myself.
Always good to be sure.
It is.
Eat My Steel is gonna grab the heart container, but he's still one short of what you ended up with. So, Gemini Man theme. Out of 5 stars, how do you rate it?
Not applicable because I've never played Mega Man 3, so.
Well, it was the recorder theme tonight.
Oh, okay. I see that now. Yes, it is when I try not to focus too much on it because then I'll dwell on the music and forget about the seed. So I try not to.
Okay, fair enough. But the seed is over now. You're free.
I'm easily. What can I say? I'm easily distracted.
It's not a heart.
No.
There needs to be a theme for the recorder that is heart. Although there might
See if I wonder if I can whistle it. Nah, can't do that very well. I was never very good at whistling.
Still better than I am. Alright, Eat My Steel is trying to finish off this level 7, and any other thoughts for you tonight, Chest Jerk?
I was thinking going back to level 7, that looked like a very tiny 7. Or was it just me?
Tiny, but high boss per capita, though.
I was really hoping that the early bow and wood arrows would pay off, and I don't remember if the recorder was actually Goma blocked, because I obviously had the ability to kill Goma, so I don't know for sure. I don't know if it wasn't, or was or was not.
Also,
but I thought to
apparently
myself,
we're hearing
that early bow, given that I just by happenstance, canonicated the right door to get to the item in 3, just out of, chance. Thought that was a nice touch.
So there's a lot of good runners in this race, and I mean, you know the movement better than I do, but here we are 8 minutes later and don't have a 3rd place finisher. What do you think is generally holding people up?
Well, Zelda's location is a thing, given that the path to get to her is probably the only path, given the map that I found confirms that pretty sure. But I mean, the ladder, I had a hunch when I full cleared 4 and couldn't get the item. I thought, okay, I know what like 4 other items are that I know of. What are the odds the ladder's there? So then I said, okay, I know where the recorder is. It's in 8. Let's go dig 8. But I don't know if people bought the hints like I did too. So if you didn't buy the hints and you didn't know the recorder was in 8, and it was a very annoying dungeon, and you probably got there with 4 hearts and not much to speak of. So you probably wouldn't have dug 8 very quickly if you didn't think about it. So that could have been a thing. The silver arrows were in an interesting spot in 1, if I remember correctly, behind some blue whiz robes. So that was a good find. Free red ring though. So if you got the hint that the red ring was in 5 and it was the first room into level 5. So that would have helped people.
That's always a handy thing. Money was in such supply, we actually saw Eat My Steel make the blue ring purchase.
Yeah, that was definitely could have been a thing if I had been able to find it when I had enough money, but what can I say? I spent it elsewhere.
For what it's worth, all 3 of you guys got the silver arrows on your first trip through 1.
Well, that's good. I felt very fortunate that I found it when I did, given my power level at the time. That was kind of nice. Oh yeah, the Triforce room in 7. Oh yeah, this Triforce room in 7. Ugh.
But he's only got 2 hearts here.
This was kind of garbage.
I did accidentally use a potion in the overworld for no reason, so I lost a potion. Luckily, my second potion got me the Triforce in 7. So that was nice.
Looks like
He's
Steel
got a
does have a
potion here because he already invested the bombs, but also he may have a potion shop saved that he can go back to.
He might also figure. He might also just gamble that, okay, you know what? I probably don't need a potion for 9.
Possibly. I think how many Roosevelt dungeons did we see?
It was already on blue.
It was at least 3. It may have been 4. There were a lot of Wizrobes in the seed.
Indeed. So Cheshire, you got anything coming up this week? Any races you're doing for anything?
Not this week. No, this week will be whatever happens will happen, and we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But thank you both for commentating, restream, tracking, everything. Thank you all. You all do a wonderful job, and I will see you when I see you.
Thank you, Sir Chester.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
With that, we have Eat My Steel entering level 5 and just in need of a Triforce. As explored before,
I think there was actually a ladder block in here.
well, it may very well be, and we'll see what it takes for Steel to get there. Well, this may be the more efficient path, but this couldn't be the required path.
Let's see here. Oh, hi. That's Blue Dark Nuts.
I say that because a glitch can't be required.
Oh, hey, there's Art.
And now Eat My Steel has taken over the #1 spot at least, but there's the compass, which was absolutely ladder blocked. This still would be off a ladder clip, although he's going back. I think he tried to bomb the north wall.
There might also be a staircase. The staircase.
And there you go. So with that, I don't think the ladder was required for 5.
No, I don't think so either. So, no ladder block.
He still may have needed it to get to Zelda. But there's the Triforce for Eat My Steel. 1 hour,
That's
17 minutes in, he is in go mode.
The Chevy room. I'm forgetting about the Chevy room. I think he's gonna go pick up this magic key.
Going into level 9, I like that idea. Quite a bit.
Especially on only 4 keys.
4 is probably enough, but it's like, why settle? If you can have all the keys, why settle? And what if you run into a mugger and he wants a key? What if he wants 3 keys? What then?
What if he wants 5 keys or a bomb?
Well, I'd much rather give him 5 keys than a bomb.
I think if I was in EMS's position, I'd actually give the bomb, because I've already gotten the 1 bomb upgrade.
See, here's the faulty thing in your logic. Infinity minus 5 is still infinity.
Looks like EMS is going to try to buy a potion here, but can't afford it.
He just needs a 5er to get a blue. He may do that. We've seen him kill some one-off enemies for it. And between these guys, you're probably going to get a 5er. Well, he's going to look for something else. Now he's just going to go. I guess just go, and if it kills you, then you go get the money for a potion.
Yeah.
through all the level 9, you're probably gonna get 5 rupees.
Remember,
5
folks,
rupees at least.
the kidnapped guard's the compass. He'll probably get it in this room. There it is, see?
Yeah, so now he's got the money for blue if he dies and doesn't shoot a bunch of arrows.
Well, he needs at least one for Ganon.
Well, if he kills Ganon with the arrow, he doesn't need the potion anymore, now does he?
Unless he has trouble getting to Zelda. Or the red bubbles are being annoying and he needs to get a sword back.
Well, you know, that's a thing. He does not explore with bombing north. And there's the mugger. He'll pay the life, because, you know, I don't think we saw the magic sword cave either. They've got to be hanging out next to each other. The wood sword, the magic sword.
I think we came to the agreement it's Power Race blocked. Because I want to say there was a hint for it near the desert, and the only spot near the desert we haven't seen is the Power Bracelet spot.
I mean, that's still pretty close to each other. They're just social distancing. I feel like that joke was arbitrary once, but I'll leave it after that.
I would clap, but I don't have 3 hands. Nor do I have a foot pedal for my push to talk.
Okay then.
Although that could be kind of useful.
I mean, there's other options too, but whatever.
Look, I'm not going to go get irradiated. Anyway.
You don't need to be irradiated to have an elbow.
You know, you're right. Unfortunately, I was born with elbows.
Alright, Levi Steele is exploring this level 9. He's actually closer to Zelda than he is Ganon.
What if he's the one runner that finds Zelda first?
It'd be tough to do, but he could.
You almost have to bomb through Ganon's room to get to Zelda.
I think that is in fact what Chester did. Another key on the ground, their natural habitat.
That one does count as on the ground, yes.
We do have Sis Crusher has finished in 3rd place. He did that with a 120.25.
I think Zelda's the real winner at this seed.
That's one way to look at it. The hide and seek title remains intact.
Like, that's just... To have the multi-bomb magic bomb wall is certainly something in and of itself.
Ganon can't find the minions to stop Zelda, but boy, he can find the dungeon planners to do it. He must have got a great deal on general contractors, all I can say.
Well, Ganon might also have been smart about it and said, okay, you know what? This Link dude, he's really good at caking out my minions. He's really good at being efficient with that. So I'm going to say, let the minions do what they want to do. I'm not even going to worry about them. I'm just going to make my own lair, a super maze that I can't even get out of. Although he is right next to Ganon, I think.
He's on the path. It's over, I think, under the O. It's in that column.
Yep. For the 3rd time tonight, show your triangular radioactive cheese to the pig and it turns blue.
In other words, here's Ganon. Stun lock is on. And Levi Steele has covered a lot of ground to the east and to the south. Hopefully that's going to push him to keep going west. Walks back to Ganon's room. That's a good sign.
He tries to bomb down, and he can bomb down, and he can bomb to the left. I don't think he'll take the stair. I think he'll see this Patra and be like, nope.
I don't even think he saw the Patra.
You know, it would be fitting that EMS has the fastest 9 of the runners. Oh, wait, no, he's leaving.
Now he's probably going to try the staircase.
Yep.
I guess he was looking to see if something was open instead of checking for a bomb wall. Because he's not checking here either.
To be fair, 9 generally has less bomb walls than not. So 9 kind of trains you to never look for magic bomb walls.
Alright, Patra defeated and won't be back. And I think that just took it back to some familiar territory. Not as much exploration in the south as I thought he had, actually.
Well, the south was very weirdly lined up in that it was very linear, and that shoot room doesn't do it any favors. Going for the many ladder clips to avoid the bubbles. So these rooms are terrible when a lot of bubbles spawn in them because they're almost unavoidable.
Yeah, but there's no whiz ropes in this 9.
That is true.
So it's probably a case where you can get away with it more, especially with Ganon's already dead. So just run through. Make the seed stop you.
And he knows where Zelda is, he just needs to find a path there.
Don't think he knows where Zelda is.
He saw the door open from the other side of the shoot room.
Oh. Okay then.
Now, because it was only red bubbles, he might not necessarily think it's Zelda.
It may be worth trying if he's got his map done well and sees that, oh yeah, this is the other side of an area I was close to.
I wonder if he goes back to Ganon's room now and goes for that bomb wall.
I thought he might when he went back through the staircase, but now he's looking for a different staircase.
Which isn't too totally unreasonable.
I don't think it's unreasonable at all. We didn't check that red bubble room. Alright, where does this one take us? Yeah. Close-ish. He doesn't yet know that they're not connected.
This is actually, I think, the first time we've seen this little portion of 9 down here.
Real quick, we do have a couple more finishers. We had Mr. Cap finish 4th place with a 126. Homer J Smash was just behind him by 3 seconds in 5th place. And then Rin 7 was about a minute behind. And just a little bit ago, we had Dr. J PhD finished in 7th place. Yeah, clearly this 9 is one that can cost you a lot of time trying to find that exact path to Zelda.
If only Zelda didn't guard the compass.
Master stroke on Ganon's part. I almost feel like that should be a challenge mode flag of no compass.
Only if we include no maps with it.
Change them both for 5 rupees.
Yep. Oh, and Booker's Atlas is disabled if you have that option on.
I don't know, I mean, you could give a lot of value to that book then, finally. People would be really into it.
Actually, you know what? You're right.
Optional.
Except make the book cost 5 rupees. So every time you go into a dungeon, you have to...
Atlas, it's still gotta... Oh, you mean every time you use it, it costs 5?
Yep.
That'd be interesting. Could be convoluted and complicated, but interesting.
Certainly make the... I just like to come up with really stupid ideas that are probably impossible to program.
Yeah, sure.
Like putting Zelda in level 7.
Still blocked by Ganon in 9.
Blocked by Ganon in 6, actually. Of course, the problem would be then how would you deal with 9 being 8 Triforces to get in if Ganon and Zelda are outside of 9? You probably don't go into 9 at all at that point.
Or it could just be 9 not required.
Could also just put Silvers in 9.
Eat My Steel has a map, and now should be able to piece together some information that room is on an island, basically, or a peninsula, I suppose would be more accurate in this case.
He is heading back in that way, although he wants to check the store first.
I guess at this point, why not check for a magic staircase if it's like one room away? Or if he knows he's near that Patra room. There's the red candle sighting.
Best candle.
No, he's still not headed back towards Ganon.
I think he's convinced himself it's a magic staircase at this point.
Which, considering the number of rooms that he hasn't seen access to over there, it's not a terrible conclusion to draw. In fact, we're not even certain that there is.
Wait a minute. Wait. He's there. There was a magic staircase.
Okay, there you go. GG.
So Eat My Steel has found the way to the old man. Fortunately, I do not have an official time in front of me.
Well, I could probably hook you up with that. John Taven finished in 8th with a 130.22, and then Eat My Steel was just behind that in 9th with a 131.43. He is not going to join us this evening, so we're going to move on to final thoughts, in which I'm going to thank Freedom Fighter for being our tracker this evening.
So now I'm going to thank this Trenton guy for joining me on the comms tonight.
We had some fun and need to do it again sometime. Also, thank you to everybody who raced and chilled with us this evening. We had some fun along the way, I think.
Absolutely, unless you're... although the Hunt for Zelda might not have been the greatest experience, depending on how long it took, but you might still seem to have a pretty quick night, actually, all things considered.
Whatever you find to do with the rest of your Sunday evening, I don't know, just try not to hurt anybody, would you?
Including yourself.
Good night, everybody!
Y'all stay safe out there.